Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is my truck. It's a 2013 F-150 King Ranch with the 3.5 liter EcoBoost. And my check engine light came on about 2 weeks ago, and now it's starting to run a little rough. And so we're gonna check it out, see if we can get it fixed on another episode of Average.
There. So it looks as though it's too tight from the top. We're gonna have to access it from the bottom. And there's my assistant, Sammy.
So the tools that you're gonna need to get the job done for the O2 sensor is a wrench that fits the O2 sensor. Mine was a 7/8, so yours might be a different size, but mine was a 7/8, or you can use an adjustable wrench or a crescent wrench. And I also used this wrench as a backup to help break it loose because it was super tight. And I used this to get the clip done, but you can use a pair of pliers or your hands, whatever you need to do to get the plug unplugged. And that's about it.
Alright, so we're underneath the vehicle, and the O2 sensor is on the passenger side, right up here. So let's check.
Alright, so we got the O2 sensor changed out. It was a pretty tough job, but we got it done. And while we have things still apart, I want to go ahead and change our spark plugs and just do a tune-up on this truck. So let's get into it. So the tools needed to change the spark plugs. First off, you're going to need an 8mm socket with a ratchet. You're going to need a spark plug socket with an extension and a 3/8 inch ratchet, or I have my cordless ratchet. So let's get to it. So if you look down here, mine's a 6-cylinder, so I have 3. These are the coil on plugs, the cops. And there's a red tab. So you need to slide that red tab down. Should slide down. Some are easier than others, some are not. It's pretty tough. And then you need to push the clip. Sometimes you gotta use a little persuasion. Once you get it, you can push that little thing. It's harder than others, but I had to persuade mine a little bit, but finally got it off. So then you want to take this bolt out right here. The coil should slide right out, and then the spark plug is right underneath.
Now that the bolt is out, the coil should come out very easily.
And there you have it.
Alright, now it's time to remove the spark plug.
These plugs don't look too bad, but I'm going to replace them anyway. You can also add another extension if that one extension is not enough. Alright, so now that we got that tight, pull that out, put the coil back in, nice and in there, nice and snug. The screw back in there. Tighten it in a little bit. And tighten it down. Not too tight where you break it, but tight enough where it holds it. And then take your plug and plug it back in. There we go. Alright, and do the same thing for the other 5.
Just a reminder, if you're interested in any of the tools that I use in this video, they're all linked in the description below.